Hi guys, it's WolfMaiden, and today I'm going to show you guys the Idyllwild Ren Fair that I went to. I'm not going to bore you guys with the lengthy intro. Instead, I'm just going to get right into it. I took some shots of the town of Idyllwild and thought it would be worth showing off how beautiful the town is before we got into the fair. It was really cool up in the mountains. It wasn't at all hot like I thought it was going to be, so I could have worn something heavier like with my armor, and I ended up not doing that. I managed to get a shot of everyone sort of in a metaphorical huddle of the participants of the fair before a majority of visitors arrived, I think. You can see them processing off to the places that they would be staying for most of the fair. They had a little mechanical dragon, which was pretty funny. The Viking area was really neat. They had a coded message, which you could pause and figure out for yourself if you wanted to. They had tomahawk throwing. Their camp was probably the neatest thing. I didn't get a shot of the inside of the tent, but honestly, I'm amazed at how much can fit in there. A whole bed, shelving, a chest, everything you would need. There were pirates as well. A lot of the people that were dressed up were just in the awesomest costumes, really, honestly. That's one of my favorite things about the fair. Then they had macaws, which they performed in a show, I guess, or were talked about in a show that we missed. But I got some shots of them. There were some groups of people that I filmed just because I thought they looked really cool. And there weren't too many vendors here. It was a smaller Ren Fair that's only recently been established in the past few years. And there was no food either because the food vendors could not get enough supply. But the setting in the mountains, in these woods, was just so beautiful too. There was a queen. I didn't get shots of the queen. And there was a little Templar thing over there that I didn't get shots of either. And then they had this little camp for the fighters. This family was really, really, really adorable. And the elves on the side there on the right that I didn't even intend to catch also were beautiful. And a Viking procession. Besides all the stuff that I filmed here, I also filmed some dogs. I thought this would be a cute addition to the Faire video. There were a lot of really cute dogs, and I started filming them too late, but I got some pretty interesting shots. My favorite being the dog who's going up to another dog and gets surprised by the aggressiveness of it, as well as the puppy in the pack, which I thought was the cutest. For being at the fair pretty much the whole day, we didn't go to too many events, too many of the shows that were at the fair, but we managed to watch Wiz World live, which I was a little tipsy during, and then the ACS fights, which you'll see later in the video.
Talk show style.
Perfect.
I'm a me. What I will do now, I will channel the spirit of a late night king, so we could do the list properly. I will invoke David Letterman. He was a club comic who struck it big. He has weird teeth and weird hair. He'll never leave TV. He'll never leave TV! Coming to me, David Letterman!
It's good to see you, David.
Hey, yeah. We're doing top 10 things we love about the Ren Fair. Top 10 things you love about the Ren Fair.
Now, David, before we start, I want to make sure that we have our audience ready, because anybody who knows anything about magic knows that the only way to amplify a spell is to use a magic circle and invite everyone in to channel with us, okay?
Channel up.
So the first thing I need you to do is when we count down from 10, when I say 10, you say 10. When I say 9, you say 9. So,
Counting
down. So
ready.
ready. So for our number 10.
10! The number 10 thing we love, being in nature.
Yep.
That's just nice.
Right? Beautiful out
It's just nice. Rained yesterday, even that was nice.
Yeah.
Hard to argue.
And if you get the chance, commune with it a little bit. Talk to some of the
Talk to
trees.
a
They got
tree.
a lot to see. They've been here much longer than all of you.
No one's going to look at you weird if you spend some of your time just touching a tree, asking it how it feels. Don't ask how it voted. You won't like the answer.
Then there were the ACS fights that were really exciting. I filmed a lot of raw footage for this, most of the fights. I think I missed some of the first fights, but I have about 20 minutes of footage, including some talking from the announcer, that I still thought was interesting enough. If you're interested, that will be out next week. But for now, here is a teaser of some of what will be in next week's video, and just so you can kind of get a taste of what it is. I'll leave some links down below for the groups that I know were there. If there are any others that I'm missing, please tell me. I would like to link to them and see them.
Don't hurt each other. Have a good time.
Hurt each other.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh dude. Absolutely brutal. Oh my gosh.
Clock. Oh, a little less now. A lot more cautious trying to square with Joseph. Joseph is one of the best in this category.
Let's go, Ronan!
As the throwing knees, punches, he's been all the way clean. Now he's got to get out of this grapple. Weights is a little harder when you're wearing cinching, and remember, on my left in the green we have Matthew. On my left now, but on the right in the blue we have Dana. Good boy. You guys can remember 2 names for a minute. I will keep time.
Remember to breathe,
Because I can read. All right, audience, are you ready? Marshals, you have the list. Now, unlike a typical duel, these are going to be 2-minute rounds. So there's twice as much energy, twice as much cardio required to fight. Now listen, the more you cheer, the better they will fight, I promise you.
That was all the footage that I got for the fair, other than the ACS fights, which will be next week's video. I will link below any groups that I know of that went there. If anybody knows of any groups that were there that I didn't link below, please comment. I will fix that. I didn't film everything at the Idyllwild Fair, unfortunately, but I tried to film sort of, you know, my experience. So I will also be going to the Escondido Ren Fair, most likely the Saturday in November that they are open. I think it's November 6th. If you guys are going, I hope to see you there. If not, I will still be filming it and showing you guys so you can kind of get a look-see at what's there. If you missed my Ren Fair Get Ready With Me, that is the only footage I have of me for that day, but it also wasn't at the fair. It was before we went to the fair, but it is what I wore that day. So I will link that above and below in the description. So it's not a surprise that I was drinking at this fair, so my footage sometimes reflects that, whether it's because I decided I'm going to film the dogs and have a compilation of dogs from the fair, or because I just didn't film enough. I was enjoying myself a little bit. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next video.